Dawson refuses to be categorized and also has listened to far too many Bluey tunes again, clearly. My loves, today I wanted to talk to you about blogging versus social media. It's something I've been thinking about quite a lot lately. So it's Saturday morning. All is sweet and quiet, and my kids are beside me at the kitchen table, drawing and colouring. I really just like the sounds of them. I was excited to write today, even on a weekend, so here I am. I wanted to share with you a realization that I had over my holiday. This year, I've decided to consume more blog posts than social media. Because here's the thing, after reading blog posts, I feel inspired and motivated and itching to create. I always learn something new. Like yesterday, I read this gloriously weird blog post by a guy who's tracked every single piece of clothing that he's worn in the last 3 years, complete with incredible graphs. My kids were fascinated by the graphs on my iPad, and they sat with me for a good 10 minutes as we dissected them. I'm still thinking about it and considering what kinds of experiments that I'd like to consider in my own life. Blogging feels deep and alive to me. Reading blogs feels deep and alive to me. Creating blogs feels deep and alive to me. In comparison, after reading social media, I feel overstimulated and overwhelmed. I don't feel like creating. I feel like all of creativity is meaningless and I don't learn anything. It makes me develop comparisonitis, which is something I usually don't experience. I feel like I don't learn shit, and I can't remember anything that I've read after a scrolling session. It feels shallow and without benefit, beyond a way to kill time. So I have a new simple algorithm of my own to remind me that blogging is better than social media. I want more blogging and less social media. So here's how I'm supporting this shift. I've deleted all social media apps off my iPhone and my iPad. I use the Newsfeed Eradicator plugin on my browser. I've used it for years already and it definitely helps. I have the Blog Loving app on my phone and my iPad. It's where you can subscribe to all your favorite blogs and read their latest blog posts in the one place. I've purposely sought out new blogs to read on a variety of topics. I've asked friends for their recommendations on blogs to add to my favorites collection. And I've mostly stopped looking at my phone and instead used my iPad because it's easier to read blog posts on. And it feels like a good subliminal reminder for me to read deeply instead of doing a shallow scroll. And in times when I usually read social media, I read blogs instead. For example, I like to read when I eat breakfast and just after dinner. And instead of opening a social media app, I don't have them anymore anyway, I open Blog Loving. It's blog reading time, bitches! Anyway, you might be wondering what sort of blogs I follow. I'll follow them all. I just love reading more intensively and more deeply and more thoughtful pieces. I've been blogging since 2004 and I have followed so many blogs for so long. I'm bummed that a lot don't blog anymore or as often as usual, but still there's plenty that do. So the ones that I've been following for the longest time are Design Mum, A Beautiful Mess, Austin Kleon, Young House Love, and Zen Habits. There's more, but those are the ones that I've been reading for over a decade now, and I'm always excited to see a new post from. And I definitely want to keep on expanding that list, so please pop me an email, support@leoniedawson.com, with your favourite blog post recommendations. I would love to hear from them. So what this means for my business, at this point I'll be reprioritizing blogging over social media. I always have anyway, but I want to emphasize it even more. I want to consider batch creating content for social media and getting my assistant to schedule it, having my assistant manage all social media, and continue telling people that my mailing list is the very best way to hear from me because fuck social media. I'm not sure if one day I'll just fuck off social media marketing entirely from my marketing activities. I know I've been thinking about it for years already and wrote that blog post about businesses that have already done it. You can find the link over at leoniedawson.com/blog. If you go to blogging versus social media, you'll be able to find all of the links to these blogs and the blog posts I've written. And I saw that artist Kelly Ray Roberts announced a few months ago that she was letting go of Facebook and Instagram as a marketing tool. Writer Alexander Franzen hasn't used social media for years, writes about it often, and even teaches a program about marketing without social media. I mean, clearly I've got a lady boner for fucking it off. I do currently have FOMO about it though, and I'll of course let you know if and when I have the courage to do so. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep its interference in my life and business at a bare minimum. So, it's only early weeks so far into my new blogging versus social media algorithm, and it's feeling so much better on my brain, heart, soul, and creativity to focus on blogging. I want to make more and live more, and that's the most important thing of all. And hey, I'm doing daily-ish writing at the moment, and if you want to get my musings and thoughts and inspirations in your inbox each day, I promise it'll be the best part of your inbox. Go to leoniedawson.com/daily. That will be so much fun. And keep an eye out for my next blog post blog post and podcast episode because I've got an exciting new project about making a challenge for myself. I think you'll find it interesting. Da-na-na-na, da-da-da-da. Anyway, that's it. Yay for blogs. Fuck social media. The end. Bye!